Eligio Bishop is an innocent man who's been falsely convicted to life plus 10 years without the possibility of parole. What he's going through is called a malicious prosecution. Here are the allegations: sexual assault, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of revenge porn. I'm about to show you how he didn't commit none of these. First of all, I want to add that the alleged victim is someone who's been in and out of Eligio Bishop's life, whom he's had a consistent relationship with. In this video, I'm going to show you her initial first police report where she doesn't mention rape or false imprisonment at all. Then I'm going to show you an interview where she explains the entire night to how we got to these charges right here, where she clearly says multiple times that they made love. Then I'm going to show you her being persuaded in the interview to press charges because she's doing an interview with one of Eligio Bishop's online critics whose goal is to get him arrested, which they've tried to do many times before. Then I'm going to show you a week later, after she was persuaded to press charges, her going to the detectives and reporting these charges. Let's get into it.
There's not one time that the alleged victim said that Mr. Bishop raped her. To start, let's look at the alleged victim's initial police report. The following is the initial police report from Ms. Newell, reported March 30th, 2022. Here it shows in the written report that she only mentions revenge porn.
Why did she say she got raped?
The next clip will show a body cam visual of police officer Hugh asking Ms. Newell if there's anything else she wants to report, and she doesn't report any rape.
Okay. So basically what he did was posted a couple videos of you without your consent, right?
Right.
On Twitter.
Right.
Anything else?
He also had his women abuse me. Like jump me. So that's another thing.
If the alleged victim was raped, why didn't she mention that in her first police report, March 30th, 2022? Well, the next day, March 31st, 2022, the alleged victim does an interview with Chantel Coleman, the T, and says that her and Mr. Bishop made love.
At this point, I'm looking at him in the eyes, and me being dumb, I got manipulated back in. Literally, like, I couldn't resist him in that moment. In that moment, I was really vulnerable, and he knew exactly what to say to me to help have me stay there with him. And yeah, we did make love in that moment. And I'm just like being a stupid ass, like letting him manipulate me back into the situation and allowing him to have sex with me.
How did somebody get life plus 10 years without the possibility of parole when she said that they made love? She said, I gave it to him. I allowed him because I was looking in his eyes. Like, look, let's keep going. Now, the person who's interviewing her is about to persuade her into pressing charges on him. She asks, was it sexual assault? And the alleged victim says no. So how did we get here? Let's see.
He asks, was Janae Newell sexually abused? And Newell responds, no, it just felt fake. And that all she ever wanted was love.
Do you realize that what he did to you before you left was, do you think that it was truly lovemaking or making love to you? Or do you feel that it was, that it was coercion, which is pretty much one step down from, sexual abuse?
Pay close attention to the alleged victim's response after the T asked her if she experienced sexual abuse or coercion.
No, I know that it wasn't love because it just felt fake.
Can't fake rape.
It just felt like he was acting.
Acting?
Notice here, the alleged victim says that she felt as though Mr. Bishop was acting when they were making love. She never mentions Mr. Bishop being forceful or making her do something she didn't want to do. She simply expected the lovemaking to be a certain way, and it didn't go as planned. She then continues to express her frustration about not her getting the same passionate love that Mr. Bishop gives his main wife, Queen Malia.
Jealousy.
And just to keep me. Like I'm just some kind of trophy to keep and not, share with the world. I'm just something to just collect dust on the shelf. So yeah, I know it wasn't real. I knew that he was like just having sex to have sex with me so I can stay, thinking all I needed was dick.
This interview took place a couple days after this alleged night, because I was there. And she clearly explains the scene of what happened. Does that sound like sexual assault? No. She even said it wasn't sexual assault. So how did somebody get life plus 10 years without the possibility of parole when she said they made love?
I just want to let the audience know that, guys, I did ask her earlier on in the interview if she was going to go to the authorities and file charges for the assault, that the multiple assaults that have happened to her before she left. And she did say that she was addressing this on her own, and so we have to leave it in her hands and see what happens from there. But she was asked that question already. So guys, please stop saying that she should press charges. We have absolutely let her know that that's what she should do, and I absolutely support you 100% because you were
why after this interview, after she was persuaded to press charges and persuaded to think that she was assaulted, 7 days later she goes to the detectives and report this imaginary crime. Let's keep watching.
She then calls the police
1 week
back
later
to file another police report.
Why?
This interview is conducted by Detectives Gregory Moore and Monica Panosian. Sex with Mr. Bishop in this interview was mentioned 3 times. All 3 times will be played. The first time.
And that's when then he made love to me.
The second time.
And at this point, he's looking me in my eyes and telling me this and that and third. We make love.
Once again, she says we make love. The third time.
And a part of me just gave it to him because I did, still care for him.
Care for him? Y'all just heard what she said in that interview and what she said in the detective interview. But after that interview, guess what the detectives put in their notes? That he forced himself into her. Y'all see what's highlighted? She never said that. I don't know what's more corrupt, the person persuading her to do this or the detectives. They added a lot of things in their notes that she never said and described him in a very violent way to get him arrested. That's the only way they got him arrested, because they lied in these government documents.
I think we got a pretty good case here. I mean, really, I do. But it all, for now, comes down to you. Because if you say I want to prosecute, I mean, we got nothing. Yeah. This guy needs to be jammed up. He needs to go.
I think he needs to put in a mental hospital so he can get help.
Well, they got that in prison.
Yeah, I want that.
Okay, but here's the thing, and I understand you still got feelings for him, okay? And I get that. But he's not a good man.
I thought he used to be.
Well,
he might have used to be.
Wait, she's just doing a detective interview. He already talking about prison. He hasn't even been to trial yet. Yeah, he was set up. He said, if you don't want to prosecute, we don't have nothing. The man is innocent. If you don't lie and say he did this, we don't have anything. Because they lied on those documents, he got arrested. He didn't even know why he was getting arrested. Fast forward to trial, they railroaded him and painted him as a cult leader to get him arrested. Eligio Bishop isn't a cult leader. His religious beliefs were so violated. And if he was a cult leader, no, cults are not automatically illegal in the United States. Being a cult isn't illegal. They're actually protected under the First Amendment right. After Eligio Bishop was railroaded at trial and falsely convicted, the alleged victim does an interview with Rolling Stone magazine. Take a look at this part. She says, when I heard the rape charge, I was like, what? He never raped me. She straight up told them. And then she said, but they explained this is what rape is. So they convinced her that she was raped. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Stay tuned for part 2.